He wants to replace Senator Harry Reid. He was hoping to get your vote by talking about jobs. We'll tell you why the script was quickly flipped during Joe Heck's campaign stop here in Reno. Thanks for joining us. I'm Noah Bond. Sarah Johns has the day off. Republican Senate hopeful Joe Heck is in northern Nevada on a campaign swing and appeared earlier today in a meet and greet at a depot in downtown Reno. KOLO 8 News Now's Ed Pierce was there, and Ed, he came prepared to talk about jobs, but that's not exactly what happened.
No, sometimes outside forces change those kinds of plans. Instead, the subject turned to Social Security and an old quote from the Congressman. People who run campaigns like to set a message for the day and stick with the script. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way. In this stage of his campaign, the Southern Nevada Congressman needs to raise his profile at this end of the state. That was one aim of his visit. The other was to talk about jobs. But a Democratic spokesman brought up an old quote and potentially hot issue, Social Security. Heck once likened it to a pyramid scheme, and it's been charged wants to privatize it. The Democratic operative finally attached the issue to his party's own release on Heck's visit, and it was reported that way and reinforced by a Democratic press conference called ahead of Heck's appearance.
I think it would be a disgrace if we decided to give fees to Wall Street at the expense of the people who basically built the roads that we drive on, built the schools that our children are in, and protected our freedoms in World War II.
Well, and that happened 6 years ago, and the Democrats have used it every campaign cycle for the last 3 campaigns, and every time we've addressed the issue that as much as they try to pigeonhole me on Social Security, look, the fact is we've got to fix Social Security.
Heck says he favors a government fix, possibly a gradual increase in the retirement age.
Increasing it by 1 month a year for the next 24 years, so that in 24 years from now, full retirement age would be 69 as opposed to 67. And if you did that, you could extend the life and solvency of Social Security out to 2070. So I think that that's something that should be looked at.
Now, the Congressman did hit on other issues, including health care, education, and reform of the Veterans Administration. There was little mention, by the way, of his potential Democratic rival, former Attorney General Catherine Cortez Masto. He does appear at a Republican women's event tonight in Incline Village. He'll be back on message, I'm sure, by then, talking about jobs. Noah?
Very interesting. Thank you, Ed.